everyone, we are from Group 2 and in this video we're gonna discuss about nuclear proliferation's origin and impact using neoliberalism's theory. Before that, let us introduce ourselves. So, our member is Damara Valencia Kesdu, Fransisko Asisi Ratuwalu, Jihan Adriani Azzahra, Tannya Amanda, and Yelsi Rahna. So, nuclear proliferation is a source of international concern because it has potential to undermine global stability and security. The fundamental aim of various international treaties and diplomatic initiatives, such as the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty or NPT, and discussions between nuclear weapon states, are to prevent nuclear proliferations and limit the number of nuclear weapons in the world. Nuclear proliferations actors. The term actor usually refers to entities or persons involved in the creation, possession, or distribution of nuclear weapons in the context of nuclear proliferations. These actors might be 1. Nation-states. Nuclear proliferation is mostly driven by nation-states. Some countries have nuclear weapons, are nuclear-armed nations, while others may be developing such capabilities or potential nuclear-armed countries. Nuclear-armed states with nuclear arsenals include the United States, Russia, China, the United Kingdom, France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea. Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty or NPT, participants agree not to develop nuclear weapons. 2. International organizations. International organizations such as the International Atomic Energy Agency or IAEA monitor, verify nuclear non-proliferation treaties, perform inspections, and promote nuclear disarmament. 3. Supranational organizations. Organizations such as the United Nations or UN and the regional agency may promote nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation conversations and agreements. 4. Nuclear scientists and engineers. Nuclear scientists and engineers play critical roles in the development of nuclear weapon programs. Their knowledge is required for the designs, constructions, and maintenance of nuclear weapons. Nuclear proliferation players are numerous and complicated, and their activities can have serious consequences for international security, stability, and attempts to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons.
Okay, for the level of analysis, nuclear proliferation refers to the spread of nuclear weapons and technology to countries that do not already have them. Neoliberalism theory states that states are rationally actors who seek to maximize their own interests, and that international institutions and norms can influence state behavior. The following are several important points from the search result related to nuclear proliferation and neoliberalism theory. The theoretical evolution in this field, namely using neorealist theory, state that absence of a supreme authority above a sovereign state will perpetually a purely competitive international structure. In contrast, neoliberal institutionalism state that international institutions and norms can influence state behavior. Okay, for the incentivize and disincentivize, consider nuclear behavior, including security, status, cost, technical difficulty, and domestic and international resistance. Framework can center on domestic political survival models are able to estimate whether, when, and how relative power, international institutions, and also norms weigh across cases. Additionally, it states that international institutions and norms can influence state behavior and that domestic political and identity considerations play an important role in determining proliferation choice. Neoliberalism theory can be used to analyze the origin and impact of nuclear proliferation by examining incentives and disincentives for nuclear behavior, the role of international institutions and norms, as well as the influence of domestic politics and identity consideration.
In neoliberalism's theory of nuclear proliferation, it has several principal points. First is belief in the importance of the system, because neoliberalism emphasizes that the system is a driving factor that motivates countries to cooperate and comply with international law. Second is states are viewed as actors within a larger international system, and their behavior is influenced by the structure and norms of the system. Third is an optimistic view of cooperation, where neoliberal institutionalism believes that states, although acting in their interests, can still work together to achieve mutual benefits. Next is neoliberalism's theory argues that almost all countries obey the rules. Almost all countries follow the principles of international law, and almost all countries consider it their obligation. The story of nuclear proliferation began in the 1819 until 1939, with the discovery of the atom carried out by the United States, Germany, Japan, and the Soviet Union, and continued again in 1942 with the Manhattan Project established in the US to develop the first nuclear weapons until 1968, which is reminiscent of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty that's signed by the United States, the Soviet Union, Great Britain, and other countries. The treaty prohibits countries that have nuclear weapons from distributing weapons to other countries and prohibits countries that do not have nuclear weapons from developing or acquiring nuclear weapons and end in 1998, with India exporting 3 nuclear devices.
When there is proliferation of nuclear weapons slowly in various countries, then what will happen is stability, not nuclear war. Nuclear weapons can so increasing the cost of war through defensive or defensive capabilities which are owned. Nuclear weapons are viewed as a very strong defensive tool and very difficult to conquer. The view that nuclear weapons provides great defense, hard to conquer, then it will be lowers the probability of attack done by other countries. This matter because of the enemy countries understand their attacks will useless and will give ruin for his country. Nuclear will bring the country to the ideal defensive. So the country will choose ruin or create stability or peace. Therefore, when many countries given the freedom to own weapons nuclear, then the cost of war between one country to country will the higher the cost of war. Especially nuclear war is no longer the main choice country. For example, superior nuclear capability, the United States has more than the the Soviets. The two were never in full war.
So, in conclusion, this nuclear proliferation is a critical global concern due to its potential to disrupt global stability. Efforts such as the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty or NPT and diplomatic initiatives are in place to curb the spread of nuclear weapons worldwide, and also highlight the diverse actors involved in nuclear proliferations, encompassing nations, international organizations, and nuclear scientists, all influencing how these issues unfold. Furthermore, it delves into the realm of international relations, where theories like neoliberalism help us understand the motivations and deterrents affecting nations in terms of nuclear behavior. These theories emphasize cooperation, international agreements, and institutions as tools for common objective and reducing the risk of conflict, and also provide a historical perspective on nuclear proliferations, tracing its origins and key events. It explores various theories that shed light on why nations either use or abstain from using nuclear weapons, The possession of nuclear weapons can foster stability by increasing the potential cost of war. This encourages diplomacy and cooperation between nations. Nuclear arsenals also act as a strong deterrent to armed conflict. This argues that when managed effectively, nuclear proliferations can enhance global stability and reduce the likelihood of conflict. So that's all from our group. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.